Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Ryan Kelly, and today I have a pretty important update video for y'all. So, as y'all might or might not know, I have not uploaded in quite some time. Besides the two videos I uploaded already, being the Art of Subspecies and Monster Hunter and the Top 10 Super Mario Galaxy Bosses video, which, by the way, were supposed to come out after this update video, but school started, so... Anyway, what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be discussing pretty much where I've been for the past few months, what my upload schedule is going to look like now, and just my plans for the rest of 2019 and a little bit going into 2020. So, first and foremost, I want to talk about the art of, because it seems like you guys really like the art of, or you like the format of it, so I'm going to definitely be making more of them. I actually have a third episode completely written. It's going to be about Luigi's Mansion. It's actually called The Art of Exploration Luigi's Mansion. Should be coming out sometime in October for a part of my Halloween special, which I'll be getting into in a little bit. Secondly, I want to talk about Know Your Bosses, because Know Your Bosses is something that's very important for the channel. A lot of people really like Know Your Bosses, so of course I want to kind of give y'all an update and not keep you in the dark anymore about the series. So, yes, I'm going to be up front and tell y'all pretty much when Season 3 is going to be coming out, and I'll be giving you pretty much all the details you need for it. So, Know Your Bosses Season 3 has been in development now for a year, maybe a little bit over a year. And the reason why it is taking so long to make Know Your Bosses is because one component I was going to have custom animations for every single episode. You know the boss cards I do at the beginning of every single episode? I wanted to do custom boss cards for every single intro. And I had a guy who I messaged on Twitter about animating all of these sequences. I gave him 12 different bosses, because I already have the first 12 episodes planned out and have already started pre-production for them. So I had him work on an intro. I actually have a prototype. I'll throw it on the screen right now, of what the intro is supposed to look like for the first boss of Know Your Bosses, the Season 3 premiere. But he just kind of ghosted me, didn't really, message me back about anything. So I guess that just didn't happen. So I had to figure out what I was going to do as an alternative for the Know Your Bosses cards. And I did figure it out, obviously, and I have that planned. I mean, in all fairness, it's not a huge part of the show, but I think it was going to be a really cool feature, and it made the show definitely feel more unique. But now that it's gone, I've had to work with that, and that's fine. The next thing I want to talk about when it comes to Know Your Bosses is the way that Know Your Bosses is going to be done. So, Know Your Bosses is not going to be the way it was in the past. There's one new system that's going to be implemented in Know Your Bosses that's going to change it quite a bit, and that is the new ranking system. Not for ranking bosses from 1, avoid the fight, to 10, pursue the fight. Ranking bosses in the sense that after every episode, there's going to be an outro that has the boss kind of ranked from the best bosses of the season to the worst. And yes, I do intend on doing 2 separate rank videos before Season 3 drop of Season 1 and Season 2's ranking of the bosses and where they stand, because those ranks are going to take place, or are going to be important, because it's going to be the overall rank of all Know Your Bosses. So in every single video, if this makes sense right now, there's going to be a season ranking, which is Season 3, the best boss of the 3rd season and the worst boss of the 3rd season. But there's also going to be a ranking of every single boss that I've covered on Know Your Bosses, from the best to worst, and that's going to be ranked and algorithmed. I don't even think that's a word. But anyway, the ranking system has been taking me a really long time to work on, because it's been very difficult for me to assess which boss I like more, especially when some bosses are just completely different from other ones. It's pretty complicated to get that all figured out, so that's another reason why Season 3 is taking a long time. And the final reason is that I've had a really, really difficult time figuring out what I wanted to change with it and what I didn't want to change with it, because I'm not making changes to Know Your Bosses just because I can. I'm making changes to Know Your Bosses because I want the show to be better, and I want it to be something that gets really, really popular. And in order for me to do that, it needs to change. It needs to not be what it is right now, which I think it's great right now, but I want to make it better. So I came up with a new section for Know Your Bosses, and I'll reveal it now. It's story. Story is gonna be the the backstory of the monster, or boss. I'm so used to saying monster. I've been making a bunch of Monster Hunter videos, which I'm about to get into as the final thing. But yes, it's gonna be story, because I know for a lot of Know Your Bosses, I just kind of explain where it's at location-wise, cool information about it, and then like the fight. But I don't really ever explain the significance that boss plays in the story, which I think is a really important part of a boss. And it's kind of weird to rank a boss without ranking its influence on the story, because again, that's a very important aspect of any game or any boss fight, is its significance. So I will be doing that for now on in Season 3. Those are the two massive changes that are going to be happening with Know Your Bosses. The rest of it is small, minute things that you probably won't notice. But anyway, now that's done, I have some good news. Oh, wait, actually, sorry. This is unscripted, as you can tell. I forgot that Know Your Bosses will be postponed to 2020. Yeah, I know, it's a big time gap and all that kind of stuff, but it is 2020 because I just want to spend more time these next few months fine-tuning it, and I just want to make sure that Know Your Bosses is as good as humanly possible. So that's why the wait has been so long. I hope that whenever it does come out, the third season, that y'all love it. I hope it's everything y'all expected it to be. But I have some good news now, the good news I was trying to say earlier. So I said that, or I actually mentioned this on my live streams, which again, I'm going to get into my live streams later. This is, as you can tell from the time and everything, this is going to be a long video. So the next thing I want to talk about is what's going to be filling the void of Know Your Bosses. As I mentioned before, the Art of is going to be a full-on show. I made the Art of Unlocking Characters in Super Smash Bros. As a pilot for the show, and I really, really enjoyed making that video, but it happened to be in a time where I wasn't motivated to make videos, so it just kind of fell under the water, or fell, I don't even think that's an expression, it just kind of disappeared. But then I made the subspecies video, and it's doing really well right now, so I'm going to be making more videos along those lines. Of course, it's not going to be just restricted to Monster Hunter, it's going to be all sorts of different games, as I mentioned earlier, Luigi's Mansion 1. But anyway, that will be filling the void for Know Your Bosses. But the big one, and the one that I'm really excited for, is the official Know Your Bosses spin-off. One of the first ones. I do have another one planned, but I will not be revealing that until way later, because that one's going to be a midway, because Season 3 is going to be broken up into 2 parts. It's going to be like the first bunch of the episodes, first half of the episodes, then there's going to be like a break, but the break is going to be the next spin-off show, which I will reveal later, to be determined. And the other half of Know Your Bosses will come later. So this first spin-off is going to be called Know Your Bosses Subspecies 101. And it's exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to be covering Monster Hunter's subspecies, and the reason why I wanted to make this its own like mini-series for Know Your Bosses is because subspecies is something I've always been kind of worried about when it comes to Know Your Bosses and how I should tackle them. So I've made 2 different Monster Hunter videos. There might even be more if I'm being 100% honest. But for sure 2 different Know Your Bosses about Monster Hunter where the monsters that I covered had subspecies, one of which was a Season 1 episode. It was the Quechua episode, and there was obviously the Ash Quechua, and I don't even think it's mentioned in that video. And there's the Zamtrios video, which does mention Tiger Stripe and goes over the strategy and everything, but it's very brief. So to solve this solution, or this problem, not solution, to solve this problem, I have decided that I'm going to be doing the spin-off. So I will briefly talk about subspecies if a monster has a subspecies in Know Your Bosses, but the subspecies are going to be getting their own show, and the way that the subspecies show is going to work is they're going to be probably like 4 to 5 minute videos, very different formula from Know Your Bosses, but this will be the first series to implement the ranking system that I mentioned earlier with Know Your Bosses. So if you're excited about that, then that's awesome. I really hope that y'all are, because that's something I'm really excited to get to work on. And this is kind of, think of this as a very elaborate update to my top 10 favorite subspecies video, except instead of it being my top 10, it's going to be my best to worst, I guess, video for subspecies, because I do intend on covering every single subspecies in Monster Hunter at some point. But for the first few episodes, or at least the first season, I'm not sure yet, I'm going to be covering all subspecies from Iceborne. The first episode's actually Pukei-Pukei. That episode's actually completely done and will be dropping next week. So, or at least in theory, it will be dropping next week. I am human, so I might not be able to keep up, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, Core Pukei-Pukei will be coming out. The Subspecies 101 will be coming out very, very soon, because I've already been working hard on that, and it's significantly easier to make than Know Your Bosses is. So, Know Your Bosses spinoff will be coming out this year, maybe, probably this month, for sure next month. Speaking of next month, this is actually a really good accidental segue I did not intend to happen. I am bringing back something that, for very personal reasons, I didn't do last year, and that is the Goosebumps review. I intend on reviewing the episode I was going to review in 2018, and I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like, Are You Afraid, or Scare Me, some bullshit. I'll put the title somewhere on the screen, you'll see it. Because, one, this dude, and I'll put his Twitter handle on the screen, there it is, cool, epic, gamer mode. Anyway, and he made this really cool thumbnail for it, and I really want to use that thumbnail. I know it's a really shitty reason to make a video. I mean, that's not the only reason, there's other reasons, because like, I already wrote the script for this video. It's actually 100% completely scripted, although I might have to change it a little bit, because I don't live in the same place as I did when I wrote the script, so I wrote it based on where I lived, so I might have to make alterations to it. Either way, production of that is going to be starting very soon, because this semester is a very light semester, so I was going to get a job, and this is I'm still getting to the October thing. There's still more with the October thing, but because now I have more free time, I'm definitely going to have time to make this video as good as humanly possible, so I want to spend as much time working and fine-tuning this video so that it will be good, it'll stay in tradition with the past two that I've done, and maybe, this is a big stretch, it probably won't happen, but if I can finish this video soon enough, I might even try to make 2 to compensate for last year. And again, I'm not going to get into why I didn't make it last year. It's just not important. It's not relevant. Anyway, so the final thing I want to say for Halloween is I'm going to be attempting. I say attempt because I don't want to say I'm going to do something and then not be able to do it, because like I'm talking a lot of ideas right now, and it doesn't always go the way I want to because of live school or any other mishap that might happen. So I want to do a cool kind of Halloween thing where I do like spooky videos throughout the month. The Art of Exploration Luigi's Mansion being one, the Goosebumps video being another one, and then 2 I'm going to keep a secret. But this is, of course, if I can realistically do this in time. But you will get the Exploration of Luigi's Mansion because that one's already almost done. That video is like, pre-production for that video is completely done. So all I have to do is just record the audio and edit it, and that shouldn't take long at all. So yeah, there's that. And I think the last, oh no, there's 2 more things. Upload schedule, 3 more things, fuck. This is unscripted as you can tell. Upload schedule. So I want to talk about my upload schedule because I think that it's important for y'all to know when I'm going to be making videos. Ideally, I want to go back to the every Friday upload, but realistically, it will probably be once to twice a month. Just because, again, I am a full-time college student, and I do live, I am in a fraternity, and it's very busy, especially when you live in the fraternity house, and especially when you're working on a documentary for said fraternity. So, I'm busy. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do these once a week uploads like I really want to do. So if I can do it, that would be amazing. But if I can't do it, then understand that I am trying to do it as fast as humanly possible. Alright, so the next thing I want to talk about now are the live streams. So, if you know me from my Monster Hunter days, and I'm still doing Monster Hunter content. When I say my Monster Hunter days, I mean when I went sick and was doing like top 10s like every month, which I can't believe I did that. It takes, it takes 2 months to do a top 10, a Monster Hunter top 10. I was actually talking about this in my live stream a few days ago. It's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but anyway. So I stream on Twitch. I used to stream on YouTube, and I used to stream my gameplay, or me getting gameplay for those top 10 videos on my YouTube channel. I would stream it for pretty much 2 or 3 hours a day, every day, because I was in high school and I still had time somehow. So I know I had a lot more time than I do now, so I was able to do it realistically. And but what I've been doing is I usually put it in the community tab on my YouTube channel, but I've been going live pretty much almost every day. I was gonna say every day, but almost every day for the past week and a half. I've been playing Monster Hunter Iceborne on stream, my blind playthrough of the game. I still haven't beaten it as of the time of making this video. I just beat Volcana for the first time when I'm recording this. So, whenever this comes out, which will be this, or today, obviously, whatever day the video says, but for me, it's gonna be coming out this Friday. I will most likely be further in the game. Probably won't have beat it yet because I've been grinding a lot off stream. So I'll be doing that quite a bit, and soon I'm going to be collecting footage for a certain video, a certain top 10. But anyway, if you want to follow my Twitch page, that is RLV Videos, same as my username. I play Monster Hunter primarily as of right now, but I am a variety streamer. I don't just play Monster Hunter, I also speedrun. And I'll just play Smash because I really like playing Smash and I want to be competitive at some point. So I have a lot of practicing and training to do that, and the best way to do that is to get my ass beat by Wrath. Shouts to Real Wrath, by the way. He's really good at Smash, and he usually always comes to my Smash streams. I'll probably throw some footage of him kicking my ass or in some capacity. Birthday 2 coming up really soon, which is exciting. Oh my god. You're really good at like doing those dodges. I'm not even gonna act like that wasn't clean. I'm not even mad. Anyway, if you want to check out my Twitch page, it is RLV Videos, and I don't have a streaming time. I just stream whenever I can. My Discord is really, and again, I'll leave that in the description. My Discord is really where I make announcements for when I'm gonna stream and all that good stuff. And oh my god, I almost forgot probably one of the most important things about this update video, probably one of the main reasons why I wanted to make this update video. Wow, that would have been really embarrassing if I had forgotten that. God, this is so unscripted, as you can tell. The 30,000 subscriber special, Jesus Christ. Almost 2 years ago or 1 year ago, I made a video about what my original 30,000 subscriber video was going to be. Easiest to hardest Monster Hunter World monsters. But then Iceborne came out and just shattered my dreams of making that video because, let me tell you, I tried making it on the 4th generation, wrote about, for half the monsters, that script was 11 fucking pages. And that was half of the monsters from the 4th generation. Now granted, it could be more realistic for Iceborne, but that's not really what I want to do. So I'm going to do something different. On my live stream, this week, I will have a time, or this weekend I guess, because it will be coming out on Friday. I'll have the time and the day and all that bullshit on the screen. I will be re-watching one of the most infamous videos on my channel, being my top 10 least favorite Monster Hunter monsters video. That's right, I'm gonna be remaking the infamous video that everyone shits on me for my 30,000 subscriber special. So I hope that y'all are really excited to see that. That's something I know I'm looking forward to getting to make again, because god, that first video was a fucking mess. I am excited to get to rewatch it because I genuinely don't remember it. I know I was sick when I made it, and there's a little weird bit with the fish at the end with my ex-girlfriend. That's really all I really remember about that video. So it'll be exciting to get to rewatch that again and all that good stuff. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this long ass update video. My name is Ryan Kelly, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace. Now, that is pretty much everything. I'm covered a lot in this video. This is a pretty big update video, I know. Actually, wait, hold on. I have a bonus. So, if you've noticed, you might or might not have noticed, I have this little snake boy. Let's see, I don't know how the focus is working on my camera right now because I can't see it. I hope it's not fucked up. Knowing me, it probably is. So I have a little snake right here. His name is Blackjack. He is a ball python, and I got him this summer. Actually, I got him on the first or second week of summer for me, before summer school, and when I went back home to see my family and stuff. I got this little cutie. He, again, I think I said this already, but he's a ball python. He's not even a year old yet, and I love him. It's so nice to have a pet snake, and I know it's kind of a weird thing.